In this video I will show you how to replace the headlamps and headlight bulbs on 2007 to 2014 Chevrolet Silverado. Step number 1. Park the truck on a level surface, engage the emergency brake and place blocks in front of and behind the rear wheels for safety. 2. Open the engine compartment and remove the retaining clips from the front upper radiator cover, insert a small hook or flat blade screwdriver into the center of the clip and pry it upward to release it. Once free, remove the clip completely by pulling it up by hand or pry it up from its base with the tool, screwdriver. 3. Once the clips are removed, proceed to remove the cover completely by simply pulling it up with your hands. 4. Remove the 4 screws holding the grille to the top using a ratchet and a 10mm socket. 5. Release the grille by applying pressure to the retaining clips on the inside of the grille with needle nose pliers and simultaneously pulling the grille outward with your other hand until it is completely released. 6. Once all the retainers are released, remove the grille completely by simply pulling it outward with your hands. 7. Remove the bolts holding the front wheel arches to the front on both sides using a ratchet, a 10mm and a 7mm socket, respectively. 8. Once the bolts are removed, pull the fender back slightly by hand to access the bolt holding the headlight at the bottom shown on the screen. 9. Remove the bolt using a ratchet and a 10mm socket. 10. Next, remove the 2 screws holding the headlight assembly at the top using a 10mm ratchet and socket. 11. Once the screws are removed, hold the headlight with your hands and carefully slide it outward as shown on the screen. 12. Once the headlight is free, disconnect the electrical connections by pressing inward on the connector lock and pulling outward simultaneously to completely disconnect it. 13. Place the damaged headlight on a work table and, if necessary, transfer the wires and light bulbs to the new headlamp if it did not come equipped with them. 14. To transfer them, proceed to loosen the screws securing the wiring harness with a Phillips screwdriver as shown on the screen. 15. Remove the base or socket from the low beam headlight by turning it counterclockwise a quarter turn to release it. Once released, pull it out with your hand as shown on the screen. Avoid touching the glass part of the light or bulb with your hands. Wearing rubber gloves is recommended. 16. Repeat the same procedure as the previous step for the high beam headlights. 17. Next, remove the turn signal bulbs by turning the base or socket counterclockwise a quarter turn to release it. Once released, pull the light out with your hand. Repeat the procedure on both light bulbs shown on the screen. Replace the bulbs with new ones, preferably. 18. Install the harness or wiring and bulbs or lights in the new headlight in their original position in the reverse order in which they were removed, ensuring they fit correctly as shown on the screen. 19. Once the wires and lights have been installed in the new headlamp, move the headlamp closer to the truck and connect the electrical plugs in their original position, ensuring they fit correctly. 20. Next, install the headlight in its original position by carefully sliding it inward with your hands as shown on the screen. 21. Once the new headlight is properly seated in its original position, tighten the screws firmly and repeat the same procedure with the headlight on the opposite side. 22. Once both headlights have been replaced, perform a brief functional test. If everything is working correctly, install the grille. Replace the mudguard and radiator cap in their original position in the reverse order of removal, ensuring the bolts are securely tightened. 23. Park the truck in front of a wall approximately 5 meters away in a dimly lit area or at night. Adjust the light beam by turning the adjustment screw in the appropriate direction using a Phillips screwdriver. That's how simple it is to replace the headlamp assemblies on 2007 to 2014 Chevrolet Silverado.